Good morning, Highlanders, and welcome to H-Town Now. I'm Kat Booth.
And I'm Chip Sweeney. We have a full show for you today.
The HHS girls basketball team traveled to Fairmont last weekend to begin their season, coming away with 2 wins. Michael was able to talk to 3 of the members of the team to see what else we can expect from this season.
I'm here with starting small forward Mariah Harmon. How do you guys think you'll do this season?
I think we'll do really well, and I hope that we'll make it to the championship game.
I'm here with Jordan Dawson, and I'm going to ask you some questions about the upcoming season. Who do you think our toughest opponent is this season?
Probably South Charleston. They're looking tough this year.
Do you think we can reclaim the state title?
I hope so. I want to.
How do you guys think you'll do tomorrow for your guys' first game?
I think we'll do pretty good for the first game.
Are y'all ready for the season?
Are you ready for the season? Of course. Ready to get that state championship in March.
During the off season, how did you guys prepare?
Well, during summer, we just played games and had worked with the freshmen because they didn't really know what they were doing.
Thanks, Michael. On Saturday, the ROTC competed in a drill competition here at Huntington High. Here's Austin with the scoop.
Last Saturday, we hosted a drill meet before the schools came and participated. I talked to the parents about how they prepared for this competition. What have you done to prepare for the upcoming competition?
Well, every day after school from 3:30 to 5:30, we have practices, and we work on everything from movements to staying in step and everything just like that, so we can go out and hopefully bring home a trophy.
How are the practices going?
We're going pretty decent. We have a few little things we're working on, but it's getting squared away.
All right, thank you. How have you prepared for the upcoming competition?
We've been doing practices every single day after school and in the morning. In the morning goes until First March starts.
How long have you been affiliated with the drill team?
For 4 years.
Tell me about your expectations for this year.
My expectations for this year are very high. We have a lot of new cadets that are inside the drill team, but we are teaching them and training them almost to be as well as the 4th year student.
Arm platoon placed 3rd, arm squad placed 4th, Let 1 color guard placed 1st, and upper class color guard placed 4th. Good job, you guys.
Good job, Austin. Nick met with the organizers of the coat drive that is going on here at Huntington High to get some more insight about how students can get involved.
This week I had the opportunity to sit down with Eleni Savingos and Grace Button to talk about the coat drive sponsored by Operation Best. Let's see what they have to say.
So this holiday season, Operation Best has started a coat drive for families in need of coats and jackets, and it's from November 28th to December 14th, and you bring them to the library for donation.
The coats can be new or used, and if the coats are used, then they will take them to Victor's Cleaners to have them cleaned.
I got this idea to start a coat drive because of the holiday spirit and wanting to give back to families.
Remember to bring in your coats by Wednesday, December 14th. Back to you guys at the studio.
In wake of last week's incident at Ohio State, I took the chance to talk to Mr. Ehrenberg about our school safety and the precautions that we take here at Huntington High.
Recently, as I'm sure many of you know, there was an incident at The Ohio State University. A man drove a car into a large amount of people and then proceeded to get out of the car and stab several people. There were 11 victims in total. None of them died except for the shooter himself. While it's remarkable that no one was killed in this attack, it still raises questions about school safety. Obviously, there is a difference between Huntington High and Ohio State, but luckily the teachers and administration and all the faculty at Huntington High are ready if an attack or something of that nature were to happen.
Well, at the beginning of the school year, we get together, actually before the school year, at the end of the last school year, we get together and look at our security policies. We see if anything needs to be revamped. We have procedures in place for shelter in place for if there were an incident here at the school, lockdown procedures. Now we've got the Alice drill where we can get students out of the building if there's ever an issue. We go over the fire drill, and then we've got with the bomb threat as well. So we go through all our policies, just make sure we have them current and up to date. We talk about how we address issues when they arise, who the point of contact will be, where everyone will be if there's ever an emergency situation, and how to contact parents and students and ensure everyone's safe.
Okay.
And at 7:50, the security gate goes down, and in order to get access to the hill, they have to sign in. And I have a security guard that's taking information from everyone that comes up the hill, including why they're here, even down to license plate numbers, so that we can track who's coming on and off the hill while students are here. After that, all our doors are automatically locked at 7:50, and to gain access, you either have to have a security pass, a badge that allows you access, or you have to ring a bell and inform them why you're here. Once you get in the building, then teachers that are required to lock their doors while they're teaching in case something were to happen. In between class changes, we ask that all teachers come out in the hallway just to keep order and, again, to be lookouts if anything were to go down or anything happen. We are more than willing to put ourselves in harm's way to protect the kids. And I think that you'll get that sentiment anywhere in America's high schools. I think the best thing we can do is just be vigilant and be where we're supposed to be and keep the plans that we have in place to ensure if there ever is something that looks odd, that feels like it's inappropriate, that somebody steps in and takes action. Whether it's just alerting somebody, I think we do a very good job of just looking at the kids and seeing what's going on in the halls. Whenever there's something suspicious going on, we're pretty quick to alert one another and get people to where we need to be. So I think we do an excellent job of ensuring the safety of the kids. We can't plan for everything, but I think that just being vigilant, reviewing security policies and procedures, just helping each other out, I think that's the best way we go about it. We focus on relationships here, and I think that is what helps keep us safe, because we care. I would say that there's no need to worry about your safety here at the high school. We have taken every precaution, and more than anything, we care. We want you guys to be here, and I feel like that the policies we have in place and the things that I've talked about already are going to make sure that we're safe.
Obviously, we can't guarantee that every day is going to be a walk in the park, but we can guarantee that the faculty and administration at Huntington High are going to do what they can to make sure that every day is a great day on the hill.
With a wall full of awards in the wrestling room, it's a given that wrestling season on the hill can get pretty serious. I was able to get an inside look at how our team is preparing for their season.
What are your expectations for this season?
I think that we'll probably be top 10 or top 5 in the state this year. I think it'll be a good year and we have a good team.
What does practice consist of?
A lot of running, a lot of moving around. We're constantly drilling and busting our butts.
Lots of yelling and vigorous physical activity.
What makes wrestling different from any other sport?
Well, when you have a basketball team or a football team, you're out there with other guys. So if you screw up and the other guys can help you along, but in wrestling, it's just you. I mean, you're out there by yourself and if you screw up, you screw up.
Well, it's a real contact sport, and it's the closest thing to like self-defense, like fighting. It's allowed at school.
What are your goals this season?
My goals are to place in state. I've been a qualifier 3 years, and I really want to place my senior year.
Place in state and place at Top Gun or Powerade.
Tell me about cutting weight.
It's awful. Cutting weight's definitely harder than trying to gain weight.
It's easier when you do it the right way, and it's really not that bad.
Who do you think your biggest competition is this year?
Parkersburg South, which is our competition every year.
What do you like about being on the team?
I like it because it's a different kind of sport. You're constantly doing all kinds of different moves and trying to work hard, but you're out there for 6 minutes and then you got to go constantly. In football, you're out there for 48, or basketball, you're out there for a long period of time. But wrestling, you have a short period of time to do your job.
Winning. If you ain't first, you're last.
Everywhere in the room, there's history. It's awesome. I love doing the sport.
Good luck this season, guys. That's all the time we have for today.
Thanks for watching, and go Highlanders!